Hello friends, welcome to the TestGain Developers. Hope you are enjoying our tutorial. Here we are covering all the basics that are useful when you will actually start programming. So with each new concept we are reaching closer to actual programming. Till now we have covered some of the important topics. If you haven't seen, you can check it on our channel. Let's move towards today's topic. Today we are going to see what is URL. This is also one of the most important concepts which you should understand thoroughly. Do you remember where we always come across this term? Now let's do some activity. You can open any browser and can open any web page you want. And if I tell you to share the link of current web page which you are viewing, say you saw a very nice painting there, sit there and you want to share it with your friend, what will you do in that case? Obviously, if you are using a phone, you will long press on that image, or with laptop you will right click on that image. But what will happen there? You will see one option, copy link or copy URL, right? We many times do this. We know URL, but we do not know how it works exactly. This is like we know a machine. Let's suppose we know washing machine. We operate it daily, but we don't bother about its functionality. That is done by only technicians, engineers, or its developers. Similarly, now we are changing our role from user to now we are going to become a developer. So we must be aware with such terms. So this is URL. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator, and its definition says that URL is the address of a given unique resource on the web. Do you agree? We all are unique? Yes, we are. Every one of us can be identified uniquely. Now, you are unique in the whole universe, and you also have your own address where you say that I live in, suppose I live in Pune, in XYZ area, there I live in this society. Also, you mention your pin code, flat number, landmark if any, and so on. Similarly, every resource, that is every document or file on the web or internet, is unique. It should also have unique address. This is done by URL. In case of our address, how there are components like road, area, lane number, landmark, pin code. In case of URL also there are some components that are protocol, subdomain, domain, path, top level domain, etc. Let's take an example of landmark. In case of our address, landmark is not compulsory all the time. Means we may skip landmark sometimes. In case of URL also, you can skip some of the components as per the requirement. Now, URL structures. The basic URL structure looks like this. First protocol, then domain, followed by path. And all the components are separated by separators, that is backslashes. And the second structure is second structure looks like this, which is protocol followed by subdomain, then domain name, then top level domain. Now we will see, so we will understand these components. What is subdomain? Let's take an example. You know google.com. What Google does, it provides many services like Classroom, Google News, Google Sheets, Hangouts, Google Forms, Google Books, etc. There are number of services provided by Google. But if I want to visit Google Forms, the have you checked its URL? It looks like forms.google.com. What is this? Their form is the subdomain. Google is the main domain and .com is the top level domain. Likewise. Then separator we have seen. Now protocol. What is protocol? Protocol is nothing but the set of rules. When Do you remember when we are in school or college, we follow rules there. Means studying means from standing in a queue to every activity we perform in school is restricted with some rules. Similarly, for working of URL also some rules are defined. which it must follow. In the last tutorial, we have seen how web browsers follow request response mechanism. It uses this URL to obtain the IP address of server where that page or that requested page is available. If you haven't seen previous video, you can now check that and you can understand how URL is used by the browser to find the web page. Now we will see one of HTTP. HTTP is one of the types of different types available. There are different types available of protocol, and one among them HTTP is the one. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. We have seen what is meant by protocol. Now it is particularly used for transmitting hypermedia documents such as HTML. We will see what is HTML in our upcoming videos. It was designed for communication between web browsers and web servers. And it is also used for client server model. We have seen client server model in our previous video. That's why I am saying to see that video where client requests a web page and server produces response for that request and provides that web page to the client, means to the user. Now that's it for today. If you find this video helpful, please like and share our video and subscribe our channel. Thank you.